What the heck was I resting my face on? Okay, either way, stop sliding. I'm Josie. This is my channel where I just this is making me annoyed. All right, I'm Josie. This is my channel where I just go over things like, mostly this is my body update channel. I have a couple other channels, one that focuses on the homemaking and hobbies that I have, and the other focuses on the cars and stuff, which is another hobby, but I have found trying to be too diverse is incredibly frustrating. So this is just keeping up with the fact that I've had 3 pregnancies and I'm about 1.5 years away from the last pregnancy that I had, and I think I'm in great shape now. I also had a surgery for a form of prolapse called Recticel, and I am trying to do a 2-week mini cut. And this is going to be a short video, but my goodness, I think it won't translate well as a YouTube short. So I've mentioned that, well, in my previous video, if you hadn't seen that, I mentioned that I look like 3 to 4 months pregnant when I am PMSing, and I just feel like sharing the picture that I took, or the little video I took yesterday, right as the spotting started and the light bleeding started before the full-on bleeding for my menstrual cycle. That is me yesterday morning, looking like I'm ready to do a pregnancy announcement shoot or a gender reveal or something. I don't know what it is after having had my last child, but I look so pregnant. Not even funny. I hate it. And I hate going out. It gives me body dysmorphia because I'm done with that stage of life. I really am. And I want to be lean. I want to have a tight abs and everything, and a little waist, or at least like a very strong fit straight waist, because honestly, I'm not someone who has a very inwards waist. It just goes straight down. Once I start putting muscle on, I'm just like shoulders, waist, hips. That's the shape. We're going for Chris Evans, Captain America, Dorito back. That's what we're going for, female version. So, but yes. And then now today, here we are. I've started having my period. Yes, I'm not this is after breakfast. I'm not totally sticking out, but I can also hold it in more than I could then. Look at the vacuum hold I can do. I couldn't do that yesterday. So PMS absolutely will wreck you up. And if you ever feel self-conscious about it, just know I go walking around, and if someone wants to just say that I'm having a baby, honestly, you could lie, I suppose, and just be like, oh yeah. But I mean, I just tell people, nah, I'm about to bleed. I'm very blunt like that. And I wish you the best of luck. And yeah, I'm drinking my water. I made what I thought was a whole pot of coffee yesterday, and in fact, it was a whole pot of decaf coffee, and I was wondering why I felt very sluggish, and why, because caffeine can help with cravings, and why, I don't know, I still had cravings, and then I realized it was all decaf coffee that I had throughout the day. I had 3.5 cups, and by the time that happened, I was like, why is this not working? Oh, it's decaf, and now it's 1 p.m., so it is what it is. We all do things, but I think that I'm doing very well. And as far as doing the calorie calculations, I actually think that I need to, based on the calculations, probably aim more for 1,800 as opposed to 1,600. With the amount of stuff that I do outside, I'm sure my maintenance is a little bit higher, but also to just seeing where I truly am after tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. So I think when Saturday rolls around, the update will be fruitful, and I'm excited to share it. And also maybe a mini cut right during a major milestone in a cycle. If you are, female, probably a stupid idea. I feel kind of nuts. How much of it is just the fact that, did it really need to be a cut, or did I just need to fast for a day? Anyway, I mean, we all do crazy things. We all do silly things. And yeah, so I'm just out here living life, enjoying life, and I wanted to touch base. I do know that there's plenty of people subscribed who are here tracking my progress after having had the surgery specifically. And yep, you know, regular periods, minor update. If you are following for that kind of thing, there is no after pain after shenanigans. So that might be something nice to hear. I still have a section that is very tender, and it kind of feels like it still feels too tight. But any irritation to the area does not result in after pain, which was one of the things that was affecting how I thought I could be able to use tampons, and at this rate, like a Diva cup, a menstrual cup. I'll do another video about specifically for the different stuff that I'm using. So I'm not going to touch long on this, but versus a tampon, I'm able to use a menstrual cup. So after my surgery, I've done the tampon already, and that's irritating, but I don't know if it's because it's silicone. But the menstrual cup is not as bad. Even though it's tight during insertion and pulling the menstrual cup out, it's not like irritated for a long period of time afterwards. So that is awesome. Out here doing all the things. So I think 2 hours is still a good enough window for at least being in the water. I mean, if I'm kind of leaking in a lake, it's not like there's sharks. Not, at least not the lakes that I go to. So, but yep. I hope you have a good week. If you are considering doing a cut, you know, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to encourage you. I know this ending is going to be abrupt, and bye.